Hi Pisces, welcome back to Key Wisdom Tarot. My name is Ruth and I'm your Reiki Master and Tarot Reader. This Pisces is your general intuitive reading for the time between the 12th and the 18th of June. We're going to draw a number of cards relating to love, general and overall energy experiences for this week, okay? Tiny is in the building, as you can see. I've already shuffled and meditated. I'll do a little bit more of that on camera and then we'll get started on your reading. Okay, my darlings, this is a card at the base of the reading. That is the Queen of Pentacles. Don't forget to give this video a like, please, okay, and a thumbs up. That just helps to support my channel. Okay, the card at the base of the reading is the energy really through which you need to see this week through. And what a good energy. It's the Queen of Pentacles. I would say that I'm a Capricorn, represents the earth signs. But the Pentacles energy is all about where we put our energy, where we put our focus in order to achieve stability in some area. And this is us responding because it's feminine aspect, so it's not masculine, which is active. It's passive, so it's about understanding what it is you want to do, understanding where it is you want to go, focusing on something that you feel will bring you stability. And something that you feel will bring you the type of, be able to manifest the type of security that you want, whether that's in relationships, in work, etc. Okay, so these cards here are going to relate to the overall key energies. We'll look at this one now and we'll look at that one right at the end of the reading, okay? Then we've got love in general, but you can sort of apply the energies as you go, okay? So we've got a lovely card here to start off with, and these are your key energies for the week, really. And this is an energy of opportunity, the Two of Wands. Number twos are about commitments. All number twos are about commitments and partnerships. And the Two of Wands is really about an opportunity, committing to something that you are passionate about with Wand energy. Wand energy is about our creativity. It's fire. It's active. It's related to the planets of Mars, and it's the energy of, just notice that, you know, we've got new beginnings, new opportunities coming for you guys, and it's seemingly of your creation with the Two of Wands. It's as if you have gained some focus and understanding on where it is you want to go and what it is you want to do. I suppose in a similar way, this is masculine though, and this card says that there is an actual opportunity opening up for you guys, Pisces, this week. One that you are wanting to go towards, one that you are able to go toward, but you have got to be the one that takes that step, okay? And as I said, this is not active card. This is understanding what you want, understanding where you want to go. But the masculine aspects, like the Kings and the Knights, they're about actually taking action in those directions. So it's interesting that we get this card here as a key energy. It's almost a question of, it's almost asking you a question, this card. What are you going to do? Are you going to follow the desire that you have to go in the direction that you want, or are you going to stay on the sidelines? And we've got the next card here. So these two cards here, I'll move that there, sorry. These two cards here are related to love, and we've got two fives. Now, the fives, all number fives, are about change. They're about going through something that, it's like a situation or circumstance that arises that sort of makes you identify that a change is necessary. And it's interesting, isn't it? Again, we've got Pentacles energy, security, things that we want to see in this world. And we've also got the this is a Four of Cups, sorry. And we've got the Four of Cups, which is about, number fours are about our foundations. The fourth house in the zodiac is related to our the roots, where we come from, our families, our upbringing, our nurture, if you will, and why you feel the way you feel when it comes to the cups, with the cups energy. So it's interesting. We've got the Five of Pentacles, which is about feeling as though a circumstance that arises that makes you feel that you have to change something in your world in a very practical way, or something has happened that has changed that. So for example, it could be that you've been in separation from somebody. These cards, as I said, are specifically related to love, so it's as if there's been a sort of separation, and there's some obviously some unhappiness that you felt. See, this is interesting because it's as if this is a period, this is how you arrive in this week, as though you have been in a situation that has left you feeling isolated, and that has left you feeling inadequate, that has left you feeling almost worthless, like what, I don't have anything to offer. What can I offer to this person or this relationship? You know, I'm no good. Sort of feeling down on yourself, and even within a relationship, you may have been isolated. This card relates to isolation as well. So it's interesting how we have this sort of want for you to understand your value when it comes to love, and the value of your relationship, and the value of your input into a relationship, and how you manage that. There's been some isolation that you felt, but it seems that it seems like now, this week, or it's as if you enter this week like this, understanding that, okay, I know what I need to do now. I know what I can offer now. I know what I've spent this time, yes, in isolation, even in my relationship, in isolation, but that's helped me to look at why I feel the way I do about myself, why I feel that I'm why I may feel that I don't have much value in a relationship, or whatever it is for you as an individual that you've been experiencing. You know, this relates to your foundations regarding your emotional responses in a relationship. Like, where do they come from? What are they built on? What are your desires, and what is your sort of identity within a relationship, in a partnership, and where does that identity come from? So that will differ obviously for all of us, but it's as if you come into this week understanding now clearly, I know where I am, I know where I'm coming from, I know who I am, and there's an understanding. So it'll be interesting to see when we get to the end, you know, what the outcome may be. Again, it's as if there is an opportunity this week to make a change. Number 5, to make a change, to take on, to go through this doorway, this new opportunity toward something that you do want. So it'll be interesting to see how that pans out. We've got these 2 cards now. So these are just our general experiences outside of relationships, but obviously they can also relate to our love relationships, or just relationships in general. Okay, excellent. We've got this Magician energy, and we've got the we've got the Magician energy and the 2 of Cups. So it's so beautiful how the reading completely has turned around. Okay, this has come out in another reading, and I mentioned back in March, for those people that follow me, that this Magician energy will be coming up in around June. I said it'll be the time you'll start seeing the Magician energy, June and July, because if we look at the astrology, you can read that below. You know, for the year, we can see that the placements, January, July, December, Capricorn, Cancer, Capricorn. There's 3 eclipses this year in those areas, and it's all this year, really, 2019 is really about us all transforming. And by transformation, it's about really getting to the root of who you are, really starting to be unable to avoid the reality of ourselves, the truth about who we are and what we want and why we are the way we are and how we act and why we act the way we do, etc. Okay, and we're getting into that time now where it's a case of we've spent this last sort of 5-6 months of the year, the first, I should say, 5-6 months of this year, learning, understanding. It may be in isolation. I know that it's been intense for me personally. You've not seen me for 6 weeks because I've been so going through my own. I always go through the energies, just like I always say. I'm not immune to the astrology, and I have learned as well. And it's a time now where it's like you've spent time learning since your birthday season. Your birthday season was intense, I know, for you guys, for everybody, but it was an intense time. And since then, and maybe since before then, there's been this type of feeling. Now there's a shift. there's a change, there's a realization that, okay, I understand now why I feel the way I feel, why I've been the way I've been, what I can offer, why I didn't think, blah, blah, blah. You understand all those things now. And now it's a case of let me manifest the things that I want. And there's a door opening up for you. You know, number one is the magician energy, and that is the beginning of a new beginning. And that is you actually, this is you taking control of that new beginning, taking charge of that new beginning with all the understanding, the experience, the wisdom that you've actually gained and garnered over the difficult, intense, challenging last period of the first 6 months of 2019. And it's as if now the opportunity is open. You've created the opportunity by isolating yourself. The opportunity is opened up for you now, and there's a potential new commitment coming. Now, for some of us, as I said, these are the general energies, but we can relate them to love as well. This is the Two of Cups, so this card is related to soulmates, as we know, and a soul or a twin flame connection, as we know. And that is really your equal, where you are vibing, resonating now, the person that you want to commit to, or the job that you want to commit to, or the lifestyle that you want to commit to, that's in alignment with the truth of where you are at now. And that's the easiest way to talk about a soulmate, really, because that's exactly what a soulmate is for. You know, you are there at in each other's lives for a purpose, for a reason, regardless of how long that is to last for. And you'll be resonating at a frequency now which is where you should be, and that means that you can come into alignment with the people and the situations that are right for you. This is the Two of Cups here, so we know with this card there's a connection, there's a value, there's a commitment, there's balance, there's people on both sides wanting the same thing. And whether that's career or a relationship for you, or money, or new opportunities, or travel, whatever it is for you personally, what you want wants you. You know, the direction that you want to go in wants you to go in that direction too. And you clearly seem to know what that is now. And it's been a long time coming for you. So let's have a look then at the final card then for this week, which is, again, just one of your key energies. Excellent. I was going to move it over there, but this is where you are going. It seems like, as I said, there's been, maybe you felt like your life's been on pause. This year, I talked early in the year about how, again, this is a year of change. And I think that when we talk about change, people think it happens. You don't imagine how long it will take to really create that change in your life. And because you have to have that change in all levels, mentally and physically and emotionally and spiritually, and, you know, for the change to really take effect. And it's like you are ready now. You are ready now to go in the direction, go toward the thing that you want. And really, this actually is looking like this week is a week to take action. It's a week to have that conversation. It's a week to start that new hobby. It's a week to get out there and start the dating again. It's a week to make those apologies. We don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know if it's going to make any difference if you go back to the gym. You don't know if it's going to make any difference if you, get signed up to Tinder. You don't know if these things are going to make any difference if you put your CV out there. You do not know. But what you do know is this is how I need to start to change my life. This is what I can do. This is the resources I have right now to make the changes that I want to do, to commit to myself feeling better, behaving better, acting better, having the better prospect, whatever it is for you as an individual. So actually, it's such a positive week with the Knight of Wands, high energy, quite an intense energy. I've done a video about the Knights. Actually, I recorded it weeks ago. I'll post it so you can check that out as well. It's already uploaded as well. Actually, I'll post it, and I talked specifically about the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords. So check that video out. But this really is about that energy of, I don't know what's going to happen, but I know, I understand that this is something that I can do to affect the changes that I want, and I'm going to commit to that. And what a beautiful message to end on. So my darlings, I hope you like this reading. This is if you did, as I said, give this video a thumbs up. Feel free to share the content of this video, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share and support me, please. Get the messages out there, okay? I'll be back next week with your next message. And don't forget, you can follow Key Wisdom Tarot on Instagram and on Facebook too, for extra little snippets about the individual cards as well. Okay, my darlings, thank you so much for being here, Pisces. this is going to be an amazing week for you, and it's about time. It's been slow progress, but it's about time you are here. Okay, my darlings? Take care, Pisces. Bye.